A conversation that I have with some clients often turns into one talking about patience. Okay, and I just had this conversation just very quickly with a client, and I was reminding them of this, that in some situations, not every situation, but in some situations, it's no longer a matter of if you're going to be able to get to your goals, no longer a matter of if you're going to be able to get back to where you are wanting to be, really just feel better, get stronger, be there for your kids, be at your best self, et cetera, but it's a matter of when. And it becomes then a game of patience. When clients get to a certain point, that can become basically my message to them is like, stay on track, stay on course. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And the triggers, the things that I look for that I wanted to let you guys know, because honestly, there are so many people out there who just jump from one thing to the next, because they're like, man, is this going to work? Is this really going to be the thing that helps me be fit and strong and lose weight and get this going in the long run? And it's a matter of if this is going to work for you. But when you have a couple things, it's like 3 or 4 things, when you have a couple things implemented and you're consistently doing it, it literally no longer becomes if, but then it becomes a question of when. Which then becomes a game of patience and consistency. And so the things that I wanted to let you guys know that in my mind, when it comes to, and this is again something I've learned from seeing so many people succeed and win and get to their goal weight and be strong, fit, feel super good. But then on the other side of things, I've seen a lot of people not get here. Okay, the first thing is that these people clearly have a mindset and a mentality of constant improvement. So there's a tension that y'all need to hold, okay? A tension that y'all need to hold. And that tension is between loving where you're currently at and being okay with where you're currently at, but then at the same time, not ever being satisfied with where you're at. And what that means is you're constantly looking for ways to improve, ways to grow, ways to tweak things, ways to change. How can I level up? How can I get better? They're not blaming external circumstances. They're constantly looking at themselves and their life and their situation and saying, how can I improve? How can I make things different? How can I improve things? So when they are beginning to reprogram their subconscious and reprogram their mentality to begin to ask those questions, that's the first thing that I look for in terms of that becoming the message of it's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. The second thing is have they done the hard work when it comes to getting plugged into community? So that's the second thing out of the 3 things I look for. So the first one is reprogramming your mentality to be able to say, what's next? How can I level up? How can I change this? How can I improve? And it just starts taking place, not just in the health and fitness, but also in their relationships, in their job, right? That's just their mentality. The second thing, but what I was going to say was when you're able to get plugged into a community and when you're able to do the hard work to build relationships, you're surrounding yourself with people who are after the same thing, you have the same goals, they're going to message you after a week if you miss a week at the gym for absolutely no reason. If you build yourself a community, even of coaches, right? You have a team of coaches reaching out to you to check in on you, make sure you have clarity around your action plan, make sure you have clarity around your goals and next steps and action items and things like that. If you do the hard work to build a community where you're trusted and you trust other people and you're vulnerable to the point of look, we're in this together, that's the second thing I look for in that messaging in terms of when I'm putting that out there. And the third thing really ends up becoming, are you seeking to enjoy the process? That's the third thing. So Coach Saban at Alabama, he's very well known for putting forth that message of how important it is to become obsessed with the process, not with the outcome, but with the process. And the people I see who are enjoying their time in their fitness routines, who are, yes, it's still hard to get to the gym, okay? But I've seen so many people go from despising working out to being scared of working out. Every time they would go work out, they feel like everybody's staring at them, to genuinely enjoying walking through those doors and having a good time with the people around them, working their butts off. They leave here feeling amazing, energized, like they just start building out their weeks and their schedules surrounding what they have going on with their workouts, like fitness that they enjoy. That's that third thing. I know that they're always going to be coming back after they slip up, because everybody slips up. I slip up. I've been doing this for 16 years. I slip up. My wife slips up. Like anybody who is super strong and fit, they're going to slip up at some point. But do they have that third thing? Are they genuinely starting to enjoy the process and love the process? That's that third thing, to where then I can just start communicating over and over and over and over again. Look, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Okay. And that becomes a road of patience. Okay. So again, the three things that I look for as a coach, to the point where I can just start making sure that they know it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And if you are looking for, okay, like, is what I'm doing working? Should I just stick this out? Should I just keep doing what I'm doing? Do you have those three things? And if you do have those three things, then I would say to you as well, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Stay the course. And if you don't have those three things, then you're probably not involving yourself in the right, like, modalities, methodologies, whatever, plans, programs, gyms, whatever it is. If you're not getting those three things in a progressive manner, then you ought to probably change it. You got to try to find what actually works. Okay. So Rochelle, Patty, what's up? Lexi, Sam, Brandy, thanks for tuning in. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Halloween. Super excited about everything we got going on here at EP Fitness. But again, I just had a conversation with a client and I wanted to touch base with that, because my communication to her is like, look, stay the course. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So if that's it for you, then that's great. And if not, hit me up, ask me any questions you have, and I can hopefully troubleshoot for you, all right? Hopefully you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Happy hump day.